Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is once again Celestial Seat 888, and today we will be once again using the Mermaid Tarot deck. Now, before we begin, I'd like to thank anybody who has already liked, shared, subscribed to my channel. It's definitely great to see the numbers going up. However, we still have to up the ante a little bit more. So hit that notification button. Please comment. Let me know how the readings are going for you. What aspects of the readings have applied to your life? What aspects haven't? I'd love to hear from you guys. Now, without further ado, let us begin. All right, Cancer, these are your cards, and this is your general reading for the first full week of September. That is September 4th through September 10th, 2022. Now, first impressions that I have for this reading, Cancer, is that this week, especially towards the beginning of the week for most of the collective, and maybe it might be different for other Cancers out there, but we start off the week kind of just making our way out of a situation that wasn't actually serving us, or even a person that wasn't actually serving us, because the first card we have is the Devil card in reverse. And I want to say for this particular card, collectively, Cancers, we've been dealing with either something or someone or a situation where we wouldn't have been able to survive wherever that place is. So now that could be with a person, that could be with a job, maybe it's even a certain school, maybe it's even a major that you just decided to study. But you find that you're trapped, that you actually feel trapped there, and that when you think about it, this isn't actually gonna sustain you. So we're definitely Cancers, and myself included, because I am a Cancer, making our way out of this trap that we've put ourselves in. The cage isn't actually locked or anything, so we're gonna make our way back to the sea, so to speak. And that is how the beginning of the week for most of the collective Cancers starts. And it might be for some Cancers towards the end of the week or even the middle. Everybody's on a different journey, but it's definitely having that feeling. And that is because, again, this whatever the situation is wasn't actually good, wasn't actually going to sustain you or us for however long we thought it was going to be. And it can be very difficult to say goodbye to something, especially when you've invested time into doing it. But it's time to say goodbye to something in our lives, Cancer, because the next card we have is the King of Pentacles. And I want to say the King of Pentacles is here to tell us that once you've let go of this thing that wasn't serving you over here with the Devil in reverse, you will find that you'll have more room to grow, chance to have a stable life again and everything. Like I said before, whatever the situation is, and it's going to be different for different people, but it wasn't going to help you out in the long run. So I definitely can see Cancers collectively out there having many options of going into different paths that they maybe not have thought about before, but this new path that they're forging right now is what's gonna be able to sustain you both, I want to say, mentally, spiritually, and even with your finance, you'll feel a little bit more relief, Cancers, as a collective. Next, we have the Two of Swords. So definitely some of the Cancers who are watching this definitely already have an idea of what I'm talking about, because you have two conflicting ideas in your head, wanting to make their case. That is definitely what the Two of Swords says. So I want to say, take the time to give even if it's more than just two, maybe it's three or four. Take the time, take a minute. Think about the pros and cons of each thing that's just trying to, make its case in your head, and then prioritize what you really believe is what's going to be best for you, because I definitely feel that is what the Two of Swords is saying. And again, everybody's situation is different. So maybe you guys are weighing options on work. Maybe you're weighing options on school. Maybe you're weighing options on who you want to pursue a relationship with. Whatever have you, it's a general reading, and if it doesn't apply, you can always check for your sun sun, moon, or rising. But definitely, I definitely feel that the Two of Swords is telling you to weigh your options, Cancers. Next, we have the Nine of Cups. So that definitely means that a wish is going to be fulfilled. Now, I definitely feel like once we've gotten out of our trap, once we've accepted that, it wasn't going to sustain us, and once we've done the work of just, letting our options make a case for themselves, we're definitely gonna feel like we have, like, finally have a wish fulfilled. Maybe it's a big wish for some of you Cancers out there, maybe it's a small wish, but there's definitely wish fulfillment for us this week, Cancers, with this Nine of Cups. And then next we have the Hangman, but in reverse. Now, the Hangman in reverse is definitely telling me, Cancers, is that we've sat down and just waited for the universe to do its work, and now it's time for us to get back into control. That's what the Hangman in reverse means. Good job hanging back and waiting for the universe, or what have you, whatever you believe in, do its work in the background. But now it is time for you to get back in the driver's seat of your life, Cancers. And again, this is why I feel like, some of us going through this week are gonna have a hard time, maybe coming back to, like, being completely in charge of ourselves this week. But it is going to happen, and it is what's going to help us out in the long run. And lastly, we have the Judgment card. Now, for this reading, I want to say you might have to deal with some people who might have some judgments, like maybe especially if you just, like, left a job and you didn't really explain to your friends or family, how miserable you were. There might be a little bit of judgment for that. That's just an example. Maybe you leave a relationship because, you're just like, as nice as this person is, or as nice as they pretend to be in front of people, it's just not going to work out, and there might be a little bit of judgment. Maybe some Cancers out there are going through some legal issues or anything, but just be cautious of the Judgment card. Remember, at the end of the day, you don't never want to. You always want people to judge you the way you would want to be judged, the way you would want to be treated, Cancers. All right, Cancers, that is your general reading for the week. If you haven't already, please like, share, subscribe, comment to help the channel grow. We also have all the monthly readings are available, so you can check that out as well. And without further ado, I'll see you next week.